and girls. So today we are going to do our next religion story, chapter 9, God Always Loves Us. And before we do though, our story has to do with a rainbow. So if you'd like to draw a rainbow before we start the story, go ahead. And remember we talked before about rainbows and what order the colors go in. So let's see if you remember. So it goes red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So you can go ahead and draw a rainbow and then you can come back to our story. So then the Bible story today that you will hear is about a man named Noah and the promise God made to Noah. So he made a promise. Now, do you know what a promise is? So a promise is something good someone says that they will or will not do. So for example, if I were to say to you when you were in school, I promise I will take you to the park today, then that would be something I would have to do because I made a promise. So you should never break your promises. And I would make sure I took you to the park that day. So your parents or your brothers or sisters, they may promise you things, or someone has maybe made a promise to you, and you would be really upset if they broke it. So this story is about a promise. So I'm going to show you the poster. And I want you to tell me the things that you see in the poster. What are some things that you see? Great. So you see a rainbow. You see all different animals on a boat. In the story, it's called an ark. You see two people, bushes and butterflies, and all different kinds of animals, and a sun and clouds. Very good. So I want you to listen carefully to discover the promise that God made to his friend Noah. The story is called God's Promise. So let me read you the story. Noah was a very good man. God had a special job for him. He told Noah to build a big boat called an ark because a big rainstorm was coming. It would rain so long and so hard that water would cover the land. God told Noah to build the ark tall, build it wide, and build it long. So Noah and his sons worked and worked together to build the ark. When they finished, God told Noah to bring his whole family, his wife and his sons and their wives, into the ark. He also told Noah to bring animals and birds and enough food for everyone to eat. Noah did what God told him to do. It rained and rained until the land was covered with water. Noah and his family and all the animals were safe in the ark. After a while, a big wind came to blow. The water began to dry up. The ark landed on top of a mountain. The sun appeared in the sky. Noah opened a window and let out a bird. The bird flew away, but when it came back to the ark, it had a green leaf in its beak. Noah knew the water was gone when he saw the plants and trees. Noah, his family, and all the animals left the ark. Noah thanked God for keeping them all safe. Then God made a promise to Noah. He promised that he would always love and care for everyone and every living thing. God made a rainbow in the sky. God told Noah that every time he saw the rainbow, he could remember God's promise. Okay, so now I'm going to read you some sentences and see if you can remember the story we just heard. So God invited Noah to build a big, what was the thing that he built? What was the big thing that he built? Good, an ark or a boat. God told Noah to gather into the boat animals and his family. He wanted him to gather the animals and his family in the boat. Then it began to, what happened then? Once they were in the boat, what happened? It began to what? It began to rain. And water covered the land. After a while, there was a big, what happened after a while? There was a big wind. So there was a big wind. The water dried up. Noah thanked God. And then God made a promise. Very good. God promised Noah he would always love and care for everyone and every living thing. And what did he make to show his promise? Good, he made a rainbow and put it in the sky to remind Noah of his promise. Great job remembering the story, boys and girls. Okay, so now let's look at our leaflet. And we're going to open it up and look at that beautiful rainbow going across the sky. I bet your pictures that you drew look just as beautiful as this rainbow, or maybe even more beautiful. What does the rainbow remind us of about God? Do you remember? Good. God made the promise to always love and care for people and all of his creation. Good. Now it says in this leaflet, since you don't have it, it says to match the animals on the leaflet. So you would find the giraffe, and then you would color this giraffe the same color. You would find the zebra and color it. You would find the elephant and color it. The cow, the pig, and the bird, all the different animals. Since you don't have the leaflet, I want you to go ahead and get some paper and just draw these animals, or any animals you want to draw, because God created all of them. So that's a good activity for you to do. And also remember, every time you see a rainbow, we remember God's promise to love and care for us. So I want you to think about, what promises can you make to your family this week since you're home with everyone? What are some promises you can make? Think of one good promise. So for example, I promise to clean my bedroom. I promise to help with the dishes and cleaning them. I promise to set the table. I promise to be nice to my brother or my sister. Those are some great promises. Think of one that you can do, and remember, you don't want to break a promise, so you want to do your best to keep it. Great job, boys and girls.